In a quiet little town, nestled between hills and rivers, there lived a humble candle maker. Every evening, when the sun sank below the horizon, his small shop would glow with dozens of candles lined neatly on the shelves. Some were tall, some short, some plain, and some decorated with colorful designs. Each candle, however, carried within it the same gift, the ability to bring light to the darkness. One evening, as the candlemaker carefully poured wax into molds, one of the freshly made candles spoke in a soft whisper, as though the flame inside it already held a soul. "What is my purpose?" it asked. The candlemaker smiled gently, though he said nothing. He simply lit the small wick, and the candle came to life, its little flame flickering warmly. The candle looked around, unsure of what its life meant. "I'm just a tiny flame," it thought. "How can I make any difference in this vast world of darkness?" The candle's light danced softly against the walls of the shop, giving warmth to the cold air and a glow to the silence of the night. But the candle did not see its own beauty. It compared itself to the bright sun of the day, and in that comparison it felt insignificant. One night, a little girl entered the shop with her mother. They bought the candle and carried it home. The candle felt both nervous and proud. The girl's house was small and dim, and as soon as they lit the candle, its flame filled the room with light. The family smiled, enjoying the glow that made the house feel safe and warm. For the first time, the candle realized that even a small flame could chase away great darkness. Yet as days passed, the candle's wax melted and it began to worry. "My life is so short," it thought. "When my wax is gone, I will be nothing. Perhaps I was never meant for more than this." One evening, when the family hosted neighbors for supper, the girl carried the candle into a larger room where many other candles stood, unlit. The girl struck a match, touched it to the candle's wick, and then used the flame to light another candle. Then another, and another. The little flame traveled from wick to wick, until dozens of candles glowed together, filling the entire house with brightness. The first candle was amazed. Its own flame had not grown weaker by lighting others. Instead, the room had become brighter than it had ever been before. "I gave my flame, but I did not lose it," the candle thought joyfully. "I shared, and the world became more beautiful." From that day on, the candle no longer felt small. It understood that true worth was not in how long it burned, but in how much light it gave. Even though its wax melted with time, its flame had spread far beyond itself, living on in the many other candles it had helped ignite. Soon, the neighbors began using the new candles to light more homes. One candle lit another, then another, until the whole village was filled with the gentle glow of countless flames. Darkness that once ruled the streets at night now seemed powerless, chased away by the gift of one humble candle. The candle realized something profound. Kindness works the same way. When you give kindness, you do not lose it. Instead, you ignite the hearts of others, who then pass it on, multiplying the light in the world. Years later, the candle's wax had long melted away, but the lesson it carried lived on in the memory of the villagers. Parents told their children about the candle that lit many others, reminding them that even the smallest act of kindness can spread farther than we ever imagine. The story became a legend in the town, told over and over again. People began to live with greater compassion, offering a helping hand, a kind word, or a generous act without expecting anything in return. They discovered that kindness, like a flame, never diminishes when shared. Instead, it grows stronger, brighter, and more powerful. One old man who had once been lonely found comfort when neighbors began visiting him with warm food and gentle smiles. A poor farmer who struggled with his crops received seeds from others, and in turn, when his harvest flourished, he shared with those who had less. Slowly, the entire village became known as a place of light, a place where kindness spread from heart to heart. Just as the candle's flame had spread from wick to wick, the little candle, though long gone, had fulfilled a purpose greater than it ever dreamed of. It had doubted itself in the beginning, believing it was too small to matter. But in giving its light freely, it had become the source of 1,000 others. So it is with us. Sometimes we think our efforts are too small, our words too weak, or our kindness too insignificant to change anything. But the truth is, even a small act of goodness, a smile to a stranger, a helping hand to someone in need, a word of encouragement to the weary can light a flame that burns far beyond what we can see. Like the candle, we all have light within us, and when we share it, the world becomes brighter, warmer, and better for everyone. For true greatness is not found in holding on to what we have, but in giving it freely. And so the story of the candle that lit 1,000 others' lives on, whispering to every heart, be kind, share your light, for in doing so, you will discover that your flame was never small at all. It was powerful enough to light the world,